just doing more dials is not going to cut it 100%. Here I have a little bit of an example of what our review looks like with a rep. My approach as a leader is, we as an SDR organization, as salespeople, should look at how can we improve from a quality perspective, not quantity perspective. I don't want my reps to do double as much dials that they did, where they started. I want them to do less, but actually have a more targeted approach and do better at every single step in their conversation, right? So here what we have on the screen is an example of a screenshot of what data we're looking at. And for me, what's important is, what is your connect rate? What is your conversation rate? And here, as you see, my conversation threshold is at 60 seconds. However, we're also looking at 2 minutes, and the data would change in terms of conversation rate. And then I'm looking at meeting rate and time spent talking. And this is why this is important to me, and I like to look at this in this way. So if you have a good connection rate, means like, okay, I'm calling the right people, right persona. I have good quality data when it comes to phone calls. And my intention is to ensure that, hey, like, I'm not just dialing for the sake of dialing, but I'm dialing those people who I potentially know that I can have a conversation with them. That's the first thing that I'm encouraging my leaders to look at when we're looking at data overall. Again, because I don't want them, a rep, to do 500 dials a day. I want them potentially to do 100, but in a sniper approach. Then I'm looking at conversation rate, and why I think it's important to have them a different rate, like over 1 minute and over 2 minutes maybe. Because if they're, and your conversation rate is over 1 minute and you have a 71% like Alex has here, that's great. That means like we actually are able to have conversations over 1 minute. Pretty much majority of time we have a conversation. And then you flip that to 2 minutes, I can figure out where exactly then we're dropping the ball. Is it at the discovery? Is that our pitch is great and resonates and we're able to keep them for a minute, but then when we're trying to go into discovery, we're asking maybe not so relevant questions, or we're saying something where maybe we're speaking ATL language to a BTL or the other way around. So it helps me funnel and figure out where exactly does this particular rep need help and what do I need to coach them on. And then if I'm looking at conversion rate from conversation to meeting booked as well, gives me an idea. Am I having some challenges with objection handling? Is my close not good enough? Because I have reps actually who are doing fantastic and are able to have 7 minutes conversation, but their conversion rate from conversation to meetings booked is under 10%. Clearly something is wrong there.